My senior project was probably one of the best things that I participated in this year. I was able to work with children and it was a great experience despite some of the setbacks. For example, I found myself not getting enough hours because I was only volunteering for 1 hour, one day of the week. So I spoke with my mentor Carmen Montoya and she recommended volunteering at two more schools, Blue Wallace Elementary and Coronado Elementary School. I started off at Horizon West Elementary School, where I was a mentor to a fifth grader. It was beneficial because I helped him with his problems. I feel like I made a big impact on him and his life. You don't really think that children that age have so many personal issues, but I was glad that I was able to help him through some of them. Just from working with him, I found myself less biased towards younger children and their problems. I continued to improve on my problem solving and solving skills significantly. My mentor Carmen also recommended that I go to the Wallace Elementary School because one of her teachers needed help with her third grade class. While at Lee Wallace, I helped Mrs. Thomas's class, where I helped the students read and work on math. Also, I followed the students to Mrs. Stanford's art class, where I get to paint and draw and create sculptures with the students. Most of the students I worked with needed a lot of support in certain areas, like reading and focusing on tasks that was given. So I would help by reading with them or to them. If they weren't focusing, then I would help the teacher gather their attention and answer any questions the students had in art class. I'll stay after and help Mrs. Stanford clean up her classroom and prepare for the following class. As the year progressed, I still needed to complete more work hours. Stephanie also recommended me that I help out at Coronado Elementary School, where I became a club leader and played games with these kids outside. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I would go to the school and collaborate with Melanie, the club director, on what these kids should play that day. We played games like hockey, kickball, baseball, tag, hide and seek, and if it was a bad day, we would go into the computer lab and play math games. I've dealt with a lot of issues with these kids, the most, but it only helped me work on my negotiating skills and the problem solving skills. Whenever the kids would fight, I would make accommodations so that both of the kids benefited from whatever happened. Because the kids that I worked with were from 2nd to 5th grade, I tried my hardest to make activities fun and equal despite their age difference. Starting up at YDI was great because I got to be a mentor. The great time I had as a mentor was seeing the joy in his eyes when I would get him from his classroom, or he was able to tell me how his week was going, or he was able to tell me what he was learning in class, like multiplying fractions. How did I make a change to YDI organization? I guess I would answer that by saying I wanted to be a mentor and I wanted to help give back to the children. How did I make a change to the Wallace Elementary School? I was being there with Mrs. Stanford when she could not handle the third grade class by herself. Since then, she's been able to get her class under control with my help. At Coronado Elementary School, how have I made a change to that school? By just helping with the clubs, because there wasn't enough volunteers to help out. I ended up relieving a lot of stress on my mentor Melanie because of my help.